Well, speaking of Dame Dash, it's well publicized that me and Dame don't get along. And people always be like, yo, why you always talk bad about Dame? Dame does videos and tells regular guests of mine, like Eskino, that they shouldn't do VladTV. He does this. So when you hear my responses, I'm not just picking on Dame. I'm responding. I would never tell, because at the end of the day, look, you have the theatrics of it all, but I would never say something that would hurt Dame's business. I would never tell people not to work with Dame so Dame can't make money. Not to say that Dame has control over people like that, because he doesn't, but to tell Eskino he shouldn't do VladTV because Vlad is dangerous and he's hurtful to the community and rah, 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 you're going to get responses from him.
See, that's the thing I tell people. When you ask a person why, and they give you their reason why, you have to pay attention to what they're telling you. He's hurtful how?
How? No real reason.
Because people just say stuff like, yeah, and they take it and they run with it, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. My thing is, if you have a problem with Vlad, you have a problem with Vlad. Don't block the other man or persuade the other man from doing something that could potentially help his boost, help his career.
Yeah.
Because that's letting me, you know what that probably could do for this man. And what they don't see is...
Right. And it's not like you're doing something for Eskino yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like you're saying, hey, don't do Vlad, come do, my platform instead and I'll give you the same amount of money. No, he's just saying, don't do Vlad, but I can't help you because I'm broke.
Don't do it.
Right. And look, it was just released that Dame Dash's jewelry could be headed to auction over that $823,000 judgment. His jewelry.
They have it in possession or he got to turn it in?
The Roc-a-Fella chain.
Oh.
I might buy it.
You should.
I think I might buy it.
I don't know why he didn't go buy his shares.
Well, he wanted $10 million. He was going to throw in the Roc-a-Fella chain. If someone's bid $10 million on reasonable doubt, and he got $1 million instead of 10.
He got one, right?
Right. Here's the thing with Dame, right? I don't understand how you could brag about being a CEO and, being a boss and all that when you still owe $9 million to the IRS. It's an amount of money that you will not pay off in your lifetime. You will die in debt, okay? Based on the current situation. So I don't know what type of boss you are when you're in debt.
Yeah, you need to. I think Dame got another movie or series in him.
He might, but you know something? He should humble himself. The universe is telling him that what he's been doing hasn't worked out.
That's why I want to talk to him, because it takes a certain type of mentality to get other people with mentalities to understand. Like, I've never talked. I seen Dame one time in my life. It was a preview for a movie or something. Manny, Manny used to be Keisha Cole's manager. He did a preview for one of his movies. And but I've never talked to him, and I've been watching him and watching him. Him, and I hate to say it, but Benzino, it's like, it's a lot coming at him.
Yeah.
It's a lot coming at him, and
yeah.
I feel like with Dame, it's another play in there, and I think I can help him. I think I got some resources. He has some things over there that's on the table that's like rotting away, but I got some resources we can plug him up. I could probably help get him out of debt. I make me some money.
That's a lot of debt, man.
You know what I'm saying?
$9 million, that's a lot of debt. After taxes, that's a lot of debt.
It's really not with the right situation, right?
$9 million is $9 million.
Okay, check this out.
That's a lot. That's almost 7 digits.
Look, we got paid in full, 2. And
Dame Dash is not going to make $9 million even if the paid in full 2 came out.
No. But see, here goes the problem.
Not him personally. Maybe overall, of course.
No, you're talking about the movie. The series is a different play, and you know that.
Right. If you have an ongoing series like a BMF, yeah.
It's a different play.
But even then, I mean, do you think that 50 Cent has made $9 million off Power?
What? Are you
just
crazy?
Power. Not all the spinoffs, but just Power itself.
Power.
So you think he walked away with $9 million in his own pocket?
50 that made a killing. Because see, this is what you're not seeing, right?
I don't know how it works. See, I'm not in the
Let me break it down to you, okay? we're watching Power. You're at home watching Power, right? On your cable, whatever, right? Boom. You live in, let's say, San Fernando Valley, right? The same person in Sacramento is watching Power on his satellite dish, right? And the same people in all those cities and all these states, right, are watching Power on these different various networks because they've been licensed out to all these little individual, right, circuits, right? Now that's here. Okay, let's go to Europe.
Right.
Right? This is what people not doing. This is how Manning Edwards is making a killing with his little Netflix movies he puts up. He's licensing them out to 15, 16 different countries, right? And they may say, okay, we're gonna give you $50,000 for 6 months, and if it does good, we'll re-up. Now do that and times that by all these regions and all these, this is what we don't see. I understand it because I've been doing my research, right? So you take a guy like Dame Dash, right, and says, okay, you have paid in full. Let's not do a movie. That takes 3 to 5 years to shoot it, finance it, get it out. When we can shoot now, turn it into a series, right? Now what you do is, what I would do is go find an investor. Okay, Dame, I'm just throwing numbers out there. Ordinarily, you would probably want 60% control of this, right? Right, cool, Dame, check this out. My man gonna give you 30 million, right? But he want 40% of your 60%. See, this is where a guy like me gotta say, Dame, kill the ego, kill all of that. You can take this and get out of debt, and your 20% is still gonna make you some money off your situation. We can sign some paperwork where the dude won't step in front of you and you can still do your Dame Dash dance, right? But what I'm saying is, Dame has a few things over there that I know, right? If I was able to sit down with him, that we can kind of make some moves. Now, he's gonna have to be willing to, give up some things, right? Vlad, I'm gonna be real. I don't know if you ever thought about it, but do you understand if calls went in and said, Vlad's willing to sell 10%, he'll sell 10% of VladTV. You probably never thought about it because your situation is with it. 10%. I know for a fact what type of people I can bring to the table to say, we'll buy the Vlad right now 10%. Because these are the type of investors, they're not looking for their money to come back tomorrow or next year.
Yeah.
Right? These are investors that the people are saying, if you don't do something with $100 million, we're going to take it anyway.
No, we've gotten offers. I've turned
No,
down,
I know that.
We turned down, was it maybe $7.5 million, because there's these companies, there's the equivalent of publishing deals that will basically give you upfront money for your future YouTube revenue.
Times 14. Times 18 at some. I know people.
Well, no, we were going to do it because at the time I needed the money because I was buying a house. But then once I did the math, I realized the interest rate was like 25% of what they get. I'm like, this is stupid. You might as well just take a loan.
Yeah, but see, I got companies. I have companies that will come in right now, look at your thing, and give you times 14 to 18 up front. And then how I've structured my situation, when you recoup 60% of that number, they'll go ahead and average out your last 6 months and give you a times 18 again and keep rocking and rolling. See, the thing about Wack, right, is either you know Wack because I'm trolling, you know Wack from business, but people that know me know that I pride myself on having reach everywhere.
Right. You and I have always had good business.
No, all the time. So what I'm saying, when it comes to Dame, I know I can structure something in a way that can help him now.
Yeah, man, listen.
Right?
I offered to get on the phone because Eskino was like, hey, man, listen, I know both of y'all. I'm cool with both of y'all. How about if we get y'all on the phone together? I said, let's do it. Let's get on the phone together. We could even do some business.
You guys never interviewed?
I've interviewed him. He's interviewed me.
Dang.
And then we had a falling out. And then he's been mad at me ever since. My thing is like, I don't care. I don't have a grudge.
I'm going to be real with you, bro. I'm starting to notice with you, And I'm going to tell you why, I
Okay.
think.
Go ahead.
I think the people that say, I'm a friend of Vlad, are people that's really genuine and sincere.
Mm-hmm.
And when they think, not to say you did, they think that you've done something to wrong them because they were so sincere about just being a brother to you, we cool, right? I think it hurts them in a way to where they react or respond the way they do because they don't understand why you did whatever it is they think you've done. Now, I think where they fall short at is they don't give you opportunity to have the conversation about what it is they think you've done.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is.
That's actually, that happened between me and Lil Durk. Our falling out was over a miscommunication over taking a small part of a video out. You know what I'm saying? He just got mad at me. We never had a conversation about it. And he said, fuck Vlad, like 2 different songs. And I'm like, I'm not actually your enemy. Like,
Right.
we actually try to fix this. But there was just a little bit of miscommunication because there's other people involved.
There it goes. But you got to take heed to that, though. You have to understand that, I mean, it's a gift and a curse because that lets you know people value your friendship.
Yeah.
And the stronger it is when somebody does something to you, right? Like with Harrio, it's not like that, but I was really genuine about what I did for him. I didn't charge him, I didn't tax him, nothing. Mm-hmm. And when he told me what his issue was, I tried to help him with his issue so he wouldn't have that mindset, you know, that he had. But again, you know, sometimes it bites you, but I think that's what happens. But I would love to see you and Dame have a one-on-one. I would love to just have 20 minutes conversation to pull up on him and let's just go over some business and try to cross some resources because he's getting older and I think he still has we got a few gems in there.
I can hit Mosquito and have him ask Dame if he wants to have a conversation.
Yeah, he has a few gems in there that, you know, hey, look, we ain't gotta be no homeboys or nothing. I just want to talk to you about some business because I know what you got. I know what I got on my side. I know the outside plays I can put together to kind of get you a bag to help you with your situation, you know, and I definitely would love to be a part of that, man. You know what I mean?
Look, as you were talking, I texted Eskino and said Wack100 wants to talk to Dame Dash. See, this just shows how non-haterish I am.
You're not tripping.
After all the foul shit that he said about me over the years, I'm actually trying to get him to do some business and put some money in his pocket and hook up with someone that I know that I've done business with. See, that's my character. Yeah. I don't think he'll do, while he's trying to stop my business, I'm trying to help his business. That just shows who I am.